Okay, we're going to learn a few exponent rules today. And the first two are pretty easy. 0 as an exponent means that for every non-zero number a to the 0 is 1. So for example, 3 to the 0 is 1. You can do this with variables too, like z to the 0 is 1. Another rule is the negative exponent rule. When you raise a number to a negative exponent, that's just the same thing as 1 over a to the positive n. So if you have, let's say, 3 to the negative 2, that's the same thing as 1 over 3 to the second. Okay, so you can do the same thing with variables. This could be like c to the negative 3. That's the same thing as 1 over c to the third. And this, of course, will simplify to 1/9. Okay, let's try a few examples here. Okay, 4 to the negative 3 is the same thing, using our rule, as 1 over 4 to the third. 4 to the third is 64, so this is just 1 over 64. Okay, here's a 0 exponent rule. We've got negative 5 to the 0. This is the same thing as just 1. Anything raised to the 0 is 1. 3 to the negative 2, using our rule, is 1 over 3 to the second, which is just 1 over 9. Is our final answer. D, 6 to the negative 1 is just 1 over 6 to the first, which is just 1 over 6. And then the last one, negative 4 raised to the negative 2, is 1 over negative 4 squared, which is the same thing as 1 over 16, because negative 4 squared is 16. Okay, let's try this with variables really quick. So my first one here, make sure that when you're simplifying, always make sure that there are no negative exponents. You have to make sure that they're all positive before you're finished. So part A here, b has a negative exponent. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave 5a cubed in the numerator, and we're going to put b squared in the denominator, and that makes the exponent positive. So part B here is a little bit different. We're actually going to move x to the negative 5 to the numerator to make it positive. So I've got x to the 5th now in the numerator, and I don't have anything in the denominator. It's just over 1. Last few here. X to the negative 9 would be 1 over x to the 9th. So you have no negative exponents. D, we've got a negative exponent on n. We're going to have to move that to the denominator. So this is just 1 over m squared times n to the 5th. And then the last one, c has a negative exponent, so that needs to move to the denominator. So 4b is left in the numerator, and c cubed is in the denominator. Okay, so you've got a few practice problems. We'll do this more on Monday.